Welcome, race fans. Tonight, Top Fuel Racing takes their Indy cars here, the DW12s, to Chicagoland, and they're going to be turning 150 laps here. One reset is all they get out here, just one gimme, so make sure you keep that in mind in case you do see your favorite driver get into the wall or get together with somebody else. They do have one gimme, so thanks for joining us here on MaxSpeedTV. We appreciate it. And we are just a little less than 2.5 minutes away from qualifying. All right, 1 minute, folks. 1 minute away from qualifying, and we'll be getting ready for that here in just a second. We're going to step away and play our national anthem when the time gets near, and we'll be back with qualifying underway.
We take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
All right, folks, we're back. Qualifying is underway, like I promised, and looks like right now we've got Nathan Sedlick on the top spot, beating out Adam Blocker. Looks like a pretty close tie right there. Actually, both of them turning a 25.21. And Chase Hudson taking over the top spot. The 25.17. William Kirk back this week here. Going to try to make the races here for a little while, I guess. And joining us back here, it comes in fifth. Old Captain Kirk. Pretty good sized field here tonight. I think the last I looked, we had about 22 drivers. Might be just a few less than last week. I think last week we had pretty close to the 30 mark. And if you remember, I was in that race. It was pretty cool. Got to race at Michigan with the boys and wound up coming in 11th. Not bad for, I think I started like 24th, 25th, 26th, somewhere along there. I don't even remember where I started. And finished 11th, so not bad. I would have been up there mixing it up with the guys, but I kind of lagged back there on that last restart and didn't get the jump that I needed to kind of hang with them guys. And they were up there. It was probably a good thing I wasn't up there because that would have just made for a lot more interesting stuff. Oh boy, it would have been really rough up there. They were going 3 and 4 wide, I guess, and it would have been pretty crazy. All right, we're still waiting on a few other guys to come out here and turn some laps. Getting more and more qualifiers as the time goes on. They got about 4.5 minutes to get their qualifying time in here, though. Eric Steinmetz, one of the last ones here to take a qualifying time. Him and Kevin O'Brien. Waiting to see what kind of a time Eric will turn in here. He's usually pretty fast, so wouldn't count out Eric tonight. I think he's going to be definitely going to be a factor. Got some pretty fast guys out there. Justin Michael taking over the pole now from Chase Hudson. Okay, closing seconds of qualifying here, folks. We'll be moving on to the grid next. A pretty good sized field here tonight. 150 laps looking at these guys. This will be pretty exciting here. Hopefully they don't have too awful many cautions. Get everybody lined up here on the grid. All right, starting from the pole position, Justin Michael taking up the pole here with a 25.147. Congratulations to him for grabbing the pole. Chase Hudson will start on the outside in second place. Scott Brinson starting third. Nathan Sedlick fourth. Adam Blocker fifth. Galen Gidman starting in the sixth position. Nathan Sylvia seventh. Captain Will Kirk back in 8th place. Good to see Will back out there with these guys. Paul Crumry starting 9th, and Kevin O'Brien rounds out the top 10. Great qualifying effort by Kevin this week. Travis Browder starting 11th. Mr. Sixwiser, Stephen Pearson starting 12th position. Austin Hawkins 13th. Mark McFadden 14th. Eric Steinmetz 15th. Chris Walker will start 16th. Wally Turheimer, don't count out Wally. He's got a good car every week. Boy, he may not be fastest in qualifying, but watch out for him coming down to the end of this race. He'll start 17th. Richard Sudeth, 18th. Kevin Spaulding, 19th. And Gary Bauer rounds out the top 20. Colin Scott, 21st. Matt Burkhart, 22nd. And Chris Voiles rounds out the field, starting in shotgun position in 23rd position. Actually, just a nice size field here, really. 22, 23 drivers. We've still got a couple guys that have not got on the grid yet. Waiting for them to... Oh, Chase Hudson not making the grid. Boy, I hope it ain't computer issues. I know he has had problems in the past. Oh, that's a heartbreaker there for Chase Hudson. He's our points leader. Not something you want to do is not be able to start this race and try to stay in them points. Well, that'll put Scott Brinson, no, I'm sorry, Nathan Sedlick will move right up there on the outside of the front row to fill that position where Chase Hudson would have been. All right, let's get them going here as they're about ready to get the green flag, folks. Pace car's in. Justin Michael didn't waste a second. Right on that loud pedal. And Chase Hudson did not start the race. What is up with that? I don't even see him in TeamSpeak. Oh no, there he is, but I don't see him on the track. Oh, he was on the track earlier for practice. Well, hopefully we'll see him. He may get it fixed up and get back out there. I don't know. Brinson, second place on the outside here of Justin Michael. And he will take over the lead after Justin Michael led the first lap. And something's going on with Justin Michael's car. And we have a caution right off of the bat. William Kirk involved in this. Let's go take a look and see what happened to William. Well, give me a second here. We're going to find out. Oh, looks like he got tagged in the rear here by, that would be Paul Crumry. Not sure if William checked up a little bit too much for him or washed up the hill in front of Paul, but them two will get collected together, and both of them going to get into the wall. Now, they have one reset, so they can get their cars fixed back up. I see a lot of ghosting going on there between them two, so somebody having connection issues or whatever there, but Paul Crumry headed to pit road. Our leader staying out, Scott Brinson. Well, I'm kind of wondering now what happened to Chase Hudson. Let me see if I can get him up here in the booth with me and find out what happened here. Chase Hudson, you got a copy? Chase Hudson. Oh, I guess he's not there. All right. We don't know what happened to him, folks. That's our points leader, and he is not there or in the race. Well, caution out early. We had a couple of drivers that did not start the race besides Chase Hudson, was Gary Bauer and Colin Scott. Them two not in the race. And we got a couple guys on pit road right now, Matt Burkhart and Austin Hawkins. I believe Austin was caught up into that and he may have had to tow to pit road. I'm not really sure, but Matt Burkhart is away. He'll come up to probably the tail end of the field here. They should be getting the one to go this time by, folks. Well, for those of you baseball fans watching the World Series, Game 7 tonight, the last I looked here, it was tie score 1-1. Cubs and the Indians. It's still tied, yep. So, kind of keeping an eye on that. Scott wanted me to kind of report on that, just in case there is some baseball fans out there that might be tuning in here to watch a race tonight. Don't want to miss the race, but they're missing the baseball game. Hey, Mrs. Brinson. Well, Scott quickly took the lead there from Justin Michael. Justin led the first lap, and Scott took over after that and has led at the line here the next four. So, but we've been under caution since about lap 2 I think the caution come out. We had a couple of guys that got together, but they're okay. They got the reset, and they're good to go now. Paul Crumride, though, does go a lap down. We'll be back in the back part of the field here, 1 lap down now. Must have had to use a tow, where William Kirk must have made it to pit road okay, and he stays on the lead lap. All right, folks, well, help me get them going here. Root them on. Let's get this race back underway here. A lot of guys. Looks like Justin Michael just blinked out like crazy right there. Not sure what's going on, but, All right, here we go. Hayes car's in. And there goes Scott right on the gas. And it looks like Justin Michael has lost connection or something there, because he is definitely taking his car behind the wall. Adam Blocker to the inside of Nathan Sylvia. Up to 3rd after starting 5th today. Galen Gidman moves into 6th. We may have a challenge for the lead coming up here. Nathan Sylvia and Adam Blockers. Nathan Sedlick. Man, my bad. He goes to the inside of Scott Brinson. Scott's on that high side, getting a little bit of help up there. Sedlick on the bottom. And it's going to be Sedlick at the line here, I do believe. Yes, he will get a lap lead and take over the lead, folks. Oh, Scott blinking out now. Adam Blocker in 3rd. Back in the field here, Wally Turheimer, 9th place. Car's starting to get single file, all but them front 3 or 4. That's where the racing's at right at the moment here. Everybody wants to be the leader. I don't know why. The only one that counts is that last lap. Scott Brinson back to the lead. Racing like it's the last lap on the 10th lap. Mr. Sixwiser, Stephen Pearson, running in 7th. Having a good run here. Started in 12th and already up to 7th. Chris Walker. One of the only drivers out here using a... what am I hearing back there? I'm hearing metal crunching. Oh, yeah, we got another caution. This is a big one, folks. We got a lot of cars wrapped up into this one. Let's go check this out. Riding along here with Richard Sudeth. Something happened in front of him that he got caught up in or something here. Nope, he got tagged right there by the number 6 of, or number 9, excuse me. And that would be William Kirk. Got into the back of him. And that's going to put William into the wall again. Richard Sudeth is going to get damaged. And, boy, Kevin Spaulding, we got several of them are going to get caught up into that. Spaulding, boy, he was flipping like crazy. He's into that pirouetting. Hard to get out of that sometimes. I don't know. iRacing needs to fix that, I think. But it's so hard to get out of that. And it looks like he's going to flip into the inside pit road, and then he's going to go to pit road. So, all right, back up front. I'm just kind of wondering now if the guys are going to come to pit road. Looks like Paul Crumrye gets back on the lead lap. He'll be the way by. Well, I don't know if I can get him up here or not, but let me see if I can get Eric Steinmetz up here. We'll see how his race is going for him so far tonight. Eric Steinmetz, you got a copy?
Yes, I do.
Eric, how's it going, buddy?
Not too well at the moment. I got involved up in that wreck, in the first wreck, and everybody spun in front of me, and I had nowhere to go but wired it up against a wall, and I hit the wall a bit, so we knocked the suspension out of alignment, had to use a fast repair, so now the game plan is kind of sitting in the back for the rest of the night and just wait for attrition to do its part.
Well, what's going on with Chase Hudson tonight? He didn't start the race.
I do not know. I've not actually talked to him. He's not said a word since the race started, so I have no idea what's going on with him.
Well,
which is kind of sad.
He just dropped connection in TeamSpeak here and then came back. So, wonder if he's having internet issues or what. But how's the track feeling to you out there?
It's a really pushy set right now. There's not gonna be a lot of passing tonight once we get some wear on the tires. But as we've seen so far, we haven't gotten to that point yet. We've had a bit of close racing right now, but once the tires wear out a bit more, we'll probably get into a point where we're gonna go green for a while.
Very good, very good. All right, Eric. Well, good luck out there, brother, and wish you the best in this race. And just try to survive it, man. It's a long race.
Yes, it is. Thank you.
Yes, sir. All right. So Eric's going to bring it to pit road. All these other guys are going to stay out. Lights are out on the car. Pace car, and they are doubling back up here. We're going back green next time by, folks, starting on lap number 16. Second caution of the race already, and we've had 3 lead changes. God assured me it wouldn't be a caution-filled race tonight. Well, I think he might be a little off on his quote there. And the score, Chicago 3, Cleveland Indians 1. Just for those of you that might be wanting to know what the score is in the World Series. If I can tell you a good guy that's good at painting cars. Give me a minute here. I'll give you his name. Let me get this race going here, and we'll give you his name. All right, pace car's in. There goes Scott. Great jump. Adam Blocker right on his tail. And Galen Gidman makes it to third. Let me see if I can... look up Roger Wagner. There, I put his name in there. Roger Wagner is an excellent painter. Gidman to second. Adam Blocker to third. William Kirk's out of the race, and he didn't come up to the booth with me. Okay. That's what these guys do, man. Hey, I want to help you in the booth. I want to help you in the booth. And then they wreck out, and then you don't find them. Oh, well. Nathan Sedlick. Back here in fourth. Travis Browder now into fifth after starting 11th. We're seeing some side-by-side racing going on here. Adam Blocker, Galen Gidman side-by-side. And here comes old T-Bro up through. Going to take a lot of patience here tonight. You got to get, you just hope for somebody to go swing a little wide or something, and you can get underneath them, because, boy, if you don't want to get underneath them too awful much because the car pushes up into them, you will wreck them. Mr. Six Wiser in sixth place, got Nathan Sovia on his tail. Well, Chase, it's not too late to get in there, man. It's never too late. I mean, the way they're having wrecks here, you could probably wind up winning it. You could start with being probably 100 laps down and still wind up winning it. It's never too late to get in there and race. Never think that. Adam Blocker to the inside of Galen Gidman. We've been seeing the inside line is just not that powerful. The car is a little bit too pushy there. The guy seems like it on the outside seems to be quite a bit faster. Gidman holds off Blocker for the time being. Blocker makes another attempt to it. Going into turn 1, outdrives Gidman and slides it up in front of him and takes over second from Gidman. Travis Browder in 4th now. Nathan Sedlick in 5th. We got the Nathan and Nathan show here. Nathan Sylvia right behind him in 6th place. Chase.
Gotcha.
It's never too late to get in there and race.
Yeah.
Never. You could start on lap 149 and probably win the race.
Yeah, I accidentally withdrew, so I can't get back in.
You can't?
But,
huh?
Yeah, I can't register back in. Like it already says it, unless maybe I could join through the friends list. No, it only says I can watch.
Wow.
Should be a good race, though.
Well, I don't know. The way the cautions have been flying, I don't know. We've already had 3 cautions. And we had the first caution on lap 2. A couple of guys got together, and then just a couple of laps later, we had another caution. And we just got back green after the 3rd caution.
Yeah, the arrow push here is.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, we only had 2. I'm sorry. My bad.
Yeah, the arrow push is really bad this week or this race.
Well, Scott said he was hoping it would kind of spread the field out. Looks like it may be working here because the field is getting spread out pretty good. Stephen Pearson and Wally Turheimer are pretty close here. Wally sporting a new paint job on his car to this week. Man, awesome. We're used to seeing him in that black and red and yellow car, and here he's got it like all silver. Pretty cool looking paint job on that. I like it. Mobile 1. Wally coming from 17th up to 8th place. I never count Wally out, man. He's a pretty awesome racer. Already had William Kirk retire from the race. Justin Michael, our pole setter, is 4 laps down.
Definitely, William is really fun to race against.
Yeah, and it was his first race back, and now he's out of the race. And he was going to help me in the booth, but as you see, he left, so he's not helping me in the booth now. That's all right. You don't have to hang out in here. I was just thought maybe if you weren't doing nothing, you could come out and hang out and tell me what happened there, because it looked like you were losing some internet or something too, because you dropped out of TeamSpeak. I thought maybe,
it definitely sucks.
Yeah, I thought maybe you lost your team or lost your internet or something. Richard Sudeth in 11th. Eric Steinmetz still in 12th. And they're starting to get some laps chewed up now. with the field being spread out like they are. Matt Burkhart 13th. Kevin O'Brien, our Aussie buddy, running in 14th. Mark McFadden 15th, the last one on the lead lap back here. From there back where everybody is one or more laps down. Actually, Austin Hawkins is 2 laps down. Kevin Spaulding 3 laps down. He was involved in a wreck. Chris Walker, he's actually riding right behind Adam Blocker in second place. He is 3 laps down, or 4. And Justin Michael, our pole sitter, he's 4 laps down. That kind of gives you a rundown of where everybody is right at the moment here. And I really don't see a whole lot of anybody battling except for Galen Gidman and Travis Browder. They're in a pretty close proximity of each other. I thought I was talking to Chase Hudson. Here I'm talking to myself. He left. Okay. All right then. I don't know if anybody's watching the CMA Awards. Looks like a great show tonight, folks. A lot going on TV tonight, man. I'm telling you. CMA Awards, the World Series. Man, it's a busy night here. Thank you all for taking the time out of all that to sit here and watch this. This is pretty awesome. We appreciate it. The last time I looked there, Cubs were leading 3-1 over the Cleveland Indians. Final game of the series. But a ways back to Nathan Sovia in 5th. Nathan Sedlick in 6th. The Adam Blocker is closing that gap on Scott Brinson. He is in the draft now. He's caught up to Scott, just 0.3 of a second behind him. See, I'd have done it the other way. I'd have watched the awards and taped the World Series. I mean, I love baseball. I play baseball, you know, but... And Adam Blocker for the lead, folks. He hasn't completed the pass just yet, though. Brinson comes back on the outside. But Adam Blocker's not giving up. Hanging right there, and he will fall back in behind Scott Brinson. Them side by side like that allowed Galen Gidman to close the gap up, and we are under caution, folks. Let's see if I can figure out. It was Chris Walker. All right, let's go back and check out what happened to Chris. Might have been a self-spin. Looks like he caught that apron right there. Yep. That's something you don't want to do. You don't want to catch that apron on that front stretch. He's going to go into the inside wall. What threw the caution out was he slid across the entrance or the exit to pit road, and that will throw the caution. So. All right, we're back up here live. Sorry, I got into a sneezing fit there. Didn't want to be sneezing in your ear. All right, here they come to pit road, folks. Looks like Scott Brinson will be out first, Adam Blocker second. Matt Burkhart stayed out. He's trying to get, he wants to lead a lap here, I do believe. And we're almost a third of the way through this race. Matt's going to stay out, so he'll collect a bonus point here. And I'm not sure if he's going to stay out or if he's going to come to pit road. He has been on pit road before, so it's not like he's out there on really super old tires or anything. So he will actually is going to hold. Trying to stay focused on what's going on here. Matt Burkhart. Okay, he's got a lap down car just ahead of him. That would be Justin Michael. Justin trying to get one of his laps back. And Matt is going to come to pit road after that. He stayed out just long enough to collect a bonus point. So that, or did he? No, he's not coming to pit road. Oh, interesting. All right, Chicago's up 4-1, folks, over Cleveland in the World Series. Yes, sir. Go Cubs. I've been kind of rooting for them. I don't know. I just always been a Cub fan. Who doesn't like the Cubs, you know? Cleveland Indians have always been a good ball club, though. But all right, here we go, folks. We're back to the racing here, and let's get these guys going. We'll be restarting on lap 47. All right, pace car's in. And Matt Burkhart on the loud pedal really quick there. Brinson drops it down below and falls in behind him. Galen Gidman stuck up on the high side. Brinson jumps up the upper lane. Not sure which lane he wants to go in, and Burkhart's going to get out of the way. He says, okay, I'm slow. I got older tires here. And that puts Adam Blocker to the lead. Galen Gidman second. You can tell these guys are a little on the wiggly side. Travis Browder in fourth, comes right up behind Scott Brinson, giving him a shove down the backstretch. Nathan Sylvia there almost gets into Travis Browder. And now he takes it to the inside. And that'll be for fourth place as he passes up Travis Browder. He goes a little high though. Browder comes back. Tries the old crossover on him, but it wasn't going to happen. Nathan Sedlick in sixth. And there's old Wally Turheimer, 7th place after a 17th place starting position. He's coming, folks. He's getting there. He's getting inching a little bit closer to the front every lap. Now he looks to the inside of Sedlick. Sedlick had a moment there. Almost got into the outside wall. He goes way high in the turn, searching for something, searching for grip or seeing if there's anything up there to help him improve his speed. These guys, that's what they're constantly doing, looking for places on the track where they can actually be faster. And Galen Gidman takes over the lead from Adam Blocker, and he will lead some laps. Nathan Sylvia third and Scott Brinson fourth. Travis Browder fifth. Back behind Wally Turheimer, Paul Krumrei, which we've seen Paul caught up in that very first accident on lap 2 and had to use his reset. He had quite a bit of damage and actually was a lap down. And now he's got himself back on the lead lap, but he's got to be extra careful now not to get any more damage. Only a third of the way through the race, and you got a lot of racing to go, so you got to be extra careful now. Stephen Pearson, 9th place. Chris Voiles, 10th. Looking back from Galen Gidman on Adam Blocker. Excuse me. Wow. Where that came from. Must have been something I ate. He's got a little bit of a lead here, about 0.4 of a second. Adam's right there. Probably using a little bit of that draft, but he is losing some time to Galen Gidman right now. Well, folks, I think it's time for a little crank it up. Let's do it. And we have a caution, folks. Let's go see if we can figure out where this caution is. Oh, my, yes. Oh, my, yes. See Justin Michael involved in that. Let's go back and take a look. Things were going too good. Let's see what happened here. Justin Michael coming into turn 3 here. And down there on that white line, I see a little bit. It looks like he just... Oh, whoa, what happened there? He just like slowed up big time. Excuse me. Locked up the brakes. Sorry about the coughing. Man, something in my throat there. But he slowed up quite a bit. And Chris Walker got into the back of him. So it's going to put him on pit road. That was our pole setter, too. And looks like Galen Gidman will bring everybody to pit road except for Steven Pearson. Steven is going to stay out, and Kevin O'Brien. And Steven will collect a bonus point for leading a lap. Alright, pretty much everybody coming off pit road, but Steven Pearson stays out, Mr. Six Wiser. And it looks like Justin Michael has taken his car behind the wall, folks. He is done for the day. I know he had already used his reset, so he doesn't have any more left. Well, we're creeping up on the halfway mark here, folks. Got about another 13 laps and we'll be at the halfway. Take a look at the cautions here. This is caution number 4. And Steven Pearson is going to stay out. We've had 7 lead changes so far tonight. Chris Walker is still sitting on pit road. We've still got 17 drivers on the track, and 15 of them on the lead lap. Yes, sir. 5-1 Cubs. 5-1 over Cleveland. Or yes, ma'am. Sorry about that, Mrs. Burnson. Yes, ma'am. All right, lights are out on the pace car, folks. Steven Pearson on point. Galen Gidman will be starting on the outside. Adam Blocker and Scott Brinson in the second row. Let's see what they got for these guys up front here. Now, Pearson does have a little bit older tires. It's been a while since he's been to pit road. He may just kind of pull over and let these guys go. I don't know. But he will get a jump on the field here, but we'll see what happens after they come out of turn 2. See how much them old tires are going to be able to hold off. All the rest of these guys that stopped and took new tires. Pearson's the only one that didn't stop. Hayes car's in. Here they go. Green, green, green. And Gidman already taken over that top spot. Adam Blocker, second. And here comes Scott Brinson into third. We've got a little contact there between Nathan Sylvia and Stephen Pearson. Pearson has to get out of it, and boy, he lost a ton of positions on that. Nathan Sylvia able to get around Scott Brinson on the outside. Man, he's driving it hard. Travis Browder now making a move on Scott Brinson. He'll complete that pass on Scott. Scott trying to fight back here. If we can ride along here with him. You see Travis Browder just ahead of him, comes right up in front of Scott. Scott moves to the outside line. He's been doing really well up there on that high side tonight. And now I don't know how much the track is changing, but he might be getting a little bit of a push up there now. I'm sure the track's changing a lot with the rubber being laid down on the track. Adam Blocker to the inside of Galen Gidman. Them two side by side. Nathan Sylvia watching this from his driver's seat. Blocker's not giving up this time. He wants to get up there. He's led a couple of laps, but not enough for him. He wants to lead the rest of these laps. He's not going to be able to get by Gidman. He's going to have to fall in behind Gidman now. Second place for him. Brinson, fourth. Nathan Sedlick in fifth. Wally Turheimer, sixth place. Sedlick all over the back of Brinson now. And Brinson to the outside of Browder. May have something there, but Browder's going to hold him off at the line anyhow. Scott's got a good run on that outside, though. He's been doing really well there tonight. Travis washes up the hill and puts Scott Brinson into the wall. Both of them tap the wall. Brinson has to get out of it. He's going to have some minor damage on that car. I don't think the car's driving like it was. Oh, tough break for him. And he goes back to ninth. He'll be looking to get the pit road to get that looked at. See how bad it is. Wally Turheimer moves into sixth. Paul Crumry, seventh. Front has changed. Adam Blocker did finally clear Galen Gidman and gets into the lead. Well, after leading 40 laps tonight, Scott Brinson is all the way back to 12th now, trying to regroup from that slam into the wall. Car is just not driving like it was when he first started. He does have a reset, though. When he comes to pit road, he could use that reset, and we'll see him back up there. Kevin O'Brien on pit road. I don't know. It looks like he's got some pretty heavy damage on his car. Yay. Looking back to second place, Galen Gidman. That's 0.6 of a second back there to second place. Field's starting to get spread out again. No real super great battles here. Travis Browder, Wally Turheimer, somewhat kind of close. And Richard Sudeth and Stephen Pearson. Guys, 9th and 10th. Pearson closes that gap on Sudeth, almost making contact. Austin Hawkins into the 11th position. A little ways back to Eric Steinmetz. He's got quite the group behind him here now. Scott Brinson back to 13th. Mark McFadden 14th. So those three actually working pretty close together. That's really a tough break for Scott, man. That's, wow. He's trying to make the best of it, though. He's hanging in there. That's what you got to do here. You just can't give up, man. You got to get right after it and hang in there. Locker's still leading. Gidman second. Sylvia. We got the two Nathans pretty close to one another here, about 3/4 of a second apart. Nathan Sylvia and Nathan Sedlick. And old T-Bro hanging on in 5th. He's had a great run today. After starting 11th, he's been up there bidding for 2nd a couple of times, 3rd probably most of the day, and now he's back to 5th, so he's hanging into the top 5. Trying to make a move on the outside of Nathan Sedlick. I'm not sure if he can. He's not getting the run there that he was hoping for, I don't think. And now he does. Drops it to the inside of Sedlick. And he will complete that pass on Sedlick. Holy smokes. Extra horsepower on old T-Bro's machine here tonight. We need to pull that in and have that engine checked. He's got some extra horsepower. They don't have push to pass on road courses, so I know you can use push to pass they do have push to pass on road courses, but not on oval. Dang, I don't know what's making me cough. Allergies. I apologize for that, folks. Allergies, man. It's just that time of the year. Locker with a 1-second lead over Galen Gidman. Those two getting right after it. They're a long ways ahead of Nathan Sylvia. Probably a half a straightaway. Back in the field here, Chris Voiles, 8th place. Richard Sudeth having a good run this week here in 9th. Stephen Pearson and Austin Hawkins in a good battle here. Austin looking to the inside now of Stephen Pearson. That would be for 10th place. Not able to do it. Still a good tight battle between them two. Uh-oh. Somebody way down off of there. I don't know who that was. Richard Sudeth? Down onto the grass. Wow. That was crazy. He dropped it down there right in front of Stephen Pearson. I don't know what happened there, but wow, what a job he did driving that. And the same for Stephen Pearson. I don't know how he missed that.
Caution somewhere, caution.
He's trying to get it going, but he'll bring out the caution. No. Nope, it was Nathan Sedlick. Let's go back and see what happened to Nathan. Him and T-Bro racing around each other pretty hard here. I hope hopefully they didn't make any contact, but I'm afraid they probably did. Might have been a lot of net coating right there too, because I'm looking at it. Let's go back here a little bit further, and I'll get from a different camera angle, see if I can get a better angle on this. I don't see where they made any contact. I think it was all net coating right there. Right there, we'll see. And all of a sudden, Nathan's car kicks out. They never made contact. They were a good, probably a few inches apart anyhow. But both of them going to get some damage on their car too. Nathan Sedlick got the worst end of that deal. And it looks like Travis may have steered out of his, took it out across the grass. He will be okay. But Sedlick, nonetheless, the Skull car going to be heavy damage on it. And he is on pit road. And it looks like all of our leaders are on pit road as well. I think everybody came to pit road that time. All right, so Nathan Sylvia will come out second. Galen Gidman third. Wally Turheimer comes out fourth. Travis Browder fifth. Paul Crumry sixth. Chris Voyle seventh. Eric Steinmetz eighth. Austin Hawkins ninth. Stephen Pearson 10th. Scott Brinson will come out 11th, and the rest of them are on pit road at the moment. Mark McFadden and Nathan Sedlick, I believe they were both had damage on their car. Matt Burkhart back in 14th. He is a couple of laps down. And Kevin Spaulding still hanging in there. He is back here. He is about to go into 15th. He's going to pass up Richard Sudeth. And I'm afraid Nathan Sedlick just took his car behind the wall. After some serious net coating there. Well, let's see if we can get, I want to see if we can get Nathan Sedlick up here. Let me see if I can get a word in with Nathan. Nathan, you got a copy?
Yeah, Rudy, go ahead.
Boy, some serious net coating going on there between you and Travis Browder, brother. I was watching that. You guys were, I mean, you were close, and it, you know, probably in all reality, you guys did touch. But how was the racing out there? I mean, it had to look, it was looking pretty intense.
It was. I'm a little under the weather too, so that doesn't help any. But yeah, it's pretty intense. That's pretty tough. A lot of push in the car. You know, you can't really do a whole lot when you get close to somebody, and then you get by one guy and you can't really hold him off, and you got to go back and forth like that. So
right.
A little annoying in the same token. So, but yeah, it's a tough drive out there, but it is pretty intense.
Well, you know, it was, nobody did anything wrong there. I didn't want you to think that, you know, Travis like dumped you or anything, because I went and looked at it, man, and I looked at it, you know, from a couple different angles, and yeah, I mean, it was close, but there was so much net coating there, and I don't know what really happened there, but tough break for you, Nathan. Hopefully you're going to come back next week and do better.
Yeah, we'll see. Be on the road course next week, so we'll see what happens. But yeah, it's a tough break there.
Well, I hope you get the feeling better, brother. Man, that's I know I hate it when you're not feeling good. It just seems like nothing goes right for you. So, all right. Well, good luck out there.
Thanks, Rudy.
Thank you. All right. So Adam Blocker will take over the lead. Kevin Spaulding does get the wave by, and that takes a lot more guys out of the race. We're down to 14 drivers left in the race now, folks. So the field has thinned, and we got 60 to go when they get the green. 60 laps to go. And this makes caution number 5. All in all, been a pretty good race. Not bad considering, you know, I mean, we've seen some good cars taken out of the race, but nonetheless, it's been great racing. Tough to pass, makes it interesting. Field gets spread out. When you do catch somebody, to try to pass them could be, you know, it's got to be a lot of patience. Got to be showed out there. All right, some guys having damage. They've used their last reset or their only reset, so they've got to take it kind of easy from here on out. Pace cars in. Adam Blocker gets on it, and there goes Galen Gidman driving underneath Nathan Sylvia. Nathan was sleeping on that restart. Either that or he was in the wrong gear. I've seen that happen. Wally Turheimer right into fourth. We got a challenge for the lead. Adam Blocker, Galen Gidman. These two have been going at it since the beginning of the race. Oh, almost contact. Gidman almost got into the back of Adam. He takes to the inside. He's got to make the move quick here on them new tires, and he does. Now Adam Blocker may try the crossover. He's going into it. Oh, almost touch again. Boy, these guys are getting awful rough. Adam Blocker back to the lead. Holy smokes, man. These guys are driving wild here. Oh, Gidman into the wall. Good save, though, but oh, man, just that push, and he's going to lose a whole bunch of positions here as he regroups and gets his gathers up his thoughts there for a minute. That probably rung his bell a little bit. He's going to drop all the way back to 9th at the moment and still dropping 10th. Ooh, almost contact again. And he'll go all the way back to 10th. Back up front, Adam Baker continuing to pull away from Nathan Sylvia. Field starting to get spread out. Wally Turheimer, probably the biggest mover out there tonight, started 17th and has moved up to 3rd. That's pretty amazing driving. We'll run around the field here real quick. Adam Blocker started into 5th position. Running in front, Nathan Sylvia started 7th, running in 2nd. Wally Turheimer started 17th, running in 3rd. Paul Crumry started 9th, running in 4th. Travis Browder started 11th, running in 5th. Chris Voiles, oh, there's the biggest mover, started 23rd, running in 6th place. Wow, that's a great job by him. Of course, Mr. Sixwiser just got around him, so he goes from 12th to 6th. Scott Brinson started 3rd, running in 8th. Austin Hawkins started 13th, running in 9th. Eric Steinmetz started 15th, running in 10th. Galen Gidman started 6th, and now he's back to 11th after getting into the wall. Mark McFadden started 14th, running in 12th. Matt Burkhart started 22nd on the field today and running in 13th. And Kevin Spaulding, last one out there running at the moment, started in 19th and running in 14th. Well, that was a trip around the field. Shows you where everybody started and where they're running at. Yeah, I think there is something wrong with Galen's car. He just dropped back to 11th now. But I think he's starting to regroup a little bit there. He's riding behind the lap car of Kevin Spaulding. And probably a little bit of a draft there would help to keep him from going a lap down until he can get to pit road and probably use a reset. I don't think Galen has used his reset. And Crumry getting by Wally Turheimer and taking Travis Browder with him. Wally goes back to 5th. All it takes is a little slip in a corner or something, and boy, they're all over you. Stephen Pearson in 6th. Scott Brinson 7th. Austin Hawkins in 8th place. Second place, Nathan Sylvia is 1.2 seconds now behind the leader, Adam Blocker. And we're still Cubs up 5-3 over Cleveland. 5-3 score now. Yeah, slow ball, 82 mile an hour slow ball there. Needs to throw those 100 mile an hour smokers in there on them. 92, that's a little better. We're in the top of the 6th, so we've still got 3 more innings to go. Lots of scoring that can happen there. Paul Crum right now into 3rd. These guys here are getting pretty racy, and Wally Turheimer has reeled them guys back in. So whatever happened to Wally's car, he must have got it figured out, and it's okay. He's good to go. Running 5 seconds behind our leader, Adam Blocker. Adam is bound determined to come out of here with the win tonight. He just tied Scott Brinson for the most laps led tonight with 40, but he's coming around to grab his 41st lap, so he'll take over the point for the most laps led with 41. Back here, this is where the battles are, right back here. Now we've got Wally Turheimer and Steven Pearson side by side. These two bidding for 5th and 6th. Wally's going to hold off Steven Pearson for the time being. Scott Brinson right there with them, running in 7th. He's running up on the high side. Let's get a shot here from Scott Brinson as he comes up on Steven Pearson. Pearson takes it clear to the bottom, and this is where Scott's been getting some good runs, but not meant to be that time. He may clear Wally Turheimer, but Mr. Sixwiser goes into the 5th place as he got around Wally. Jockeying for position back here. Now they've caught up to Paul Crumry, so this has become a 5-car battle right here, folks. I want to make that 6 because I don't want to forget Austin Hawkins. He's really not that far back. He is actually in their draft. He is actually pulling a little bit of draft off of Scott Brinson right now. He needs to be just a tick closer, which it looks like he may get that. He is closing. But we could be in a 6-car battle here, folks. Brinson gets around Wally Turheimer. And I think we're going to see these guys probably come to pit road one more time. Austin Hawkins gets by Wally. Something going on with Wally's car. He's definitely having some difficulties. I think he might be going to come to pit road. I believe he is coming to pit road. Yes, he has signaled something there that... yes, he is coming in, so Wally Turheimer in, probably for his final pit stop of the night. Cubs 6, Cleveland 3. Cubs just got another run. Nathan Sylvia 3.3 seconds back. He's pulled away from the rest of these guys, and Paul Krumrei has got a lot of company right here from here back. Kevin Spaulding has retired from the race, so we're down to 13 drivers still left on the track here, folks. Steven Pearson in 5th, right behind old T-Bro. Scott Brinson sitting back here patiently waiting to see what's going to happen with these guys. Would love to be up ahead of these guys, pulling them. Love to be up in the front, as a matter of fact. Well, the guys that led the most laps here tonight, Scott Brinson led 40 laps, and Adam Blocker has led 51 at the line. Back here on these, the guys here where they're battling. Give you a little bit of wall cam here to see what this is like. To see the speeds that these guys are carrying. 207, 210, 214, 215, 16, 217, 18, 19, 20, 220 going into turn 1, folks. That's booking around here. We were hitting about 223 last week at Michigan. So, and that was a 2-mile track. So now you can about imagine, I think we were hitting 220, yeah, 223. It sticks in my mind. So now you can imagine this is a 1.5-mile track, and they're still hitting 220. So it's pretty wicked fast. Galen Gidman still has not been able to get the pit road, and he's back here 9th place, 20 seconds behind them leaders. He was up there and led 15 laps earlier and has not been able to get back to the front, but he does need to make one final pit stop. I do believe, I may be wrong on this. I may be wrong. Chris Boyle's on pit road, getting his car serviced, but I don't know. He not in his pit stall, so he may be out of the race. Still a heck of a battle up here with these guys, though. Paul Krumrei, Travis Browder, and Scott Brinson. Scott got around Steven Pearson. So it'll be a top 5 here for him. They got 27 to go, though. A lot can change. Steven Pearson a little out of shape that time coming out of turn 4. Doesn't look like these guys are going to stop. I may have been wrong. They may be able to make it the rest of the way then on fuel. Pearson closes up on Brunson. Let's see what's happening here on the baseball game.
Team number 1 in-game box score for Cleveland. You see in the RBI department, the only one belongs to Carlos Santana. He tied it back in the 3rd inning, 1-1. 2 runs scored on a wild pitch in the bottom of the 5th inning. And here's Lester, who deals a strike to start the bottom of the 6th inning. Chicago up 6-3. with Mike Napoli.
Chicago up 6-3. The bottom of the sixth. I got it up on the other screen here so I can kind of keep you guys informed. Scott wanted me to do that. You know, that's kind of against my better judgment, but I do it. You know, Scott's my buddy, so I help him out. Well, we are seeing a few guys that did stop here. Yeah, Stephen Pearson coming into pit road. He's given up that top 4 or 5 or something, and he's going back to 7th here. He just went a lap down there as Adam Blocker went by. Now I'm kind of curious to see if Adam Blocker and all these guys are going to have to pit one more time. I think so, because Scott Brinson's coming into pit road. I didn't think they could make it on fuel the rest of the way, but agonizing 60 mile an hour down pit road after doing 220 out there, that's man. Ooh. Well, now we're still waiting to see when our leader is going to come to pit road. Stephen Pearson just come off of pit road. He will be back up to speed here. And Adam Blocker coming to pit road, locking him down. Galen Gidman on pit road as well. He is just ahead of the leader, was about to go a lap down there. Hopefully he's got to reset and get that car fixed up so he's back up to full speed again. Keep an eye on Adam Blocker here.
Caution somewhere.
Oh, and a caution just flew. Are you kidding me? You are kidding me, right? Let's go see. Uh-oh. Matt Burkhart into the wall, and he brings out a caution. Just a big oops into the wall, and it looks like he has taken his car behind the wall already. That put Paul Krumrei in the lead. And this is going to put him in the driver's seat. This is going to pin a lot of guys a lap down, folks. A lot of them. Nathan Sylvia, Scott Brinson, Wally Turheimer, Travis Browder, Stephen Pearson, Mark McFadden, and Galen Gidman all going to be trapped a lap down right now. But they have all pitted. The only one that is going to come out probably on the best part of this is going to be Adam Blocker. He'll retake the lead because these guys are coming to pit road. So Adam Blocker will take over the lead. And everybody ahead of him is one lap down. So they will all get the iRacing wave by. They've all been to pit road. This is, oh boy, this is going to be a pretty good finish here, folks. Everybody's going to be back on the lead lap, 11 of them. Well, I think we got time enough to get one more interview in. Let's see if we can get Paul Krumrei up here. Paul Krumrei, you got a copy?
Yes, I do.
Well, Paul, boy, that couldn't have come out at a more perfect time for you. You needed to stop and get a little bit of fuel in that car. How's the race been treating you tonight?
It's been okay after that first lap incident. It's been okay. A lot of aero push. You got to really maneuver your way through the crowd here. So it's been going pretty decent so far. I'm going to be able to get up here in the first place, and hopefully with these new fresh tires I put on, we'll put this thing up in victory lane.
Well, that would be really cool to see, Paul. Well, I do know that Adam has been on. He was just on pit road. Matter of fact, he was just coming off when that caution flew. So, but now Eric Steinmetz, I'm not really that positive. I think he was on pit road already too. So they're on fresh tires as well, and everybody behind you as well. So now there's going to be everybody left out here is going to be back on the lead lap. So It's going to be 11 of you racing for this win. But you got a podium finish looking at you right now.
Yeah, it'd be nice to put this Budweiser Chevrolet up on the podium. Unfortunately, I don't have my farm all car tonight, but rocking the Budweiser, listening to the Cubs win the World Series right now. So hopefully we can win at Chicago and the Cubs win.
There you go. You're driving a Chevrolet?
Yeah, tonight I am.
Oh, okay, all right. Well, hey, whatever. You know, it works out for you. I thought that was a Dallara, but I guess I was wrong. All right,
unfortunately,
buddy.
Unfortunately, I was. Fortunately and unfortunately, I was making Scott's Blackhawks paint the other day, and I forgot to save my Farmall. So I'm just gonna have to do a new Farmall car one of these days.
Aw, you're kidding me.
Now all that work just went poof.
Oh man, that's how fast it's over. Oh my word. All right, well, good luck out there, Paul. Hopefully we'll see you on the podium.
Thanks, really appreciate it.
Yes, sir. All right, score 6-3, bottom of the sixth. We have 2 outs. So we're about to finish the bottom of the sixth and start the top of the seventh in the World Series, folks. Cubs leading 6-3. It's amazing all the things you can get out here. I got so much stuff open on 3 screens you wouldn't even believe it. All right, looks like everybody does get to wave by. Adam Blocker will take point here as everybody gets caught up going around. We're about to go back green, folks. You know what that means? This is going to get ugly. Everybody on the same lap now, all 11 of them, as they're getting ready to tighten up the field here. They have to start single file back there behind these guys. So pace car's in. And there goes Adam Blocker. Eric Steinmetz, Paul Crumrye to the inside of Eric. And look at Nathan Sylvia diving in there. They're 3 wide in the turn. I knew it was going to happen. And Sylvia will take over second position from Paul Crumrye. They cleared Eric Steinmetz, but it didn't gain. Paul Crumrye didn't gain a thing. He's still in third. Scott Brinson works his way around. Austin Hawkins goes into the top 5. Austin Hawkins 6th. Galen Gidman back into the mix of things in 7th. Trying to shake the draft there of Travis Browder and Stephen Pearson, Mr. Sixwiser. Wally Turheimer falls back a little bit. 10th place finish for him. Mark McFadden finally back on the lead lap. He's been patient all race long. He got, gosh, I think about 3 laps down, and here he is back on the lead lap. So good job for Mark McFadden. And now we got a brand new leader, Nathan Sylvia. And a power move by him to get around Adam Blocker. These guys putting some distance on Paul Crumrye. Coming to 12 to go this time by, folks. 12 laps to go. Adam Blocker coming up on him. Dives it to the bottom. He hasn't been too successful in the past of making that stick on the bottom. Tries again going into turn 3 here on Nathan Sylvia. They're side by side. He still has not cleared them, but at the line, if that was for the win, it would be Adam Blocker. He washes up the hill into Nathan Sylvia. Made contact. Eric Steinmetz goes into third. He's turning up the heat here. Scott Brinson driving around the outside of Paul Crumry. Goes into fourth. Guys are getting off a racy now. Galen Kidman still hanging on to sixth place, just ahead of Travis Browder. I don't think Browder's done with him. He drives around the outside of Galen Kidman and goes into sixth. Man, he made that car stick on the outside, didn't he? Adam Blocker still up front, battling with Nathan Sylvia. Nathan Sylvia led that lap. And Nathan's going to stay in the lead for the time being.
Caution somewhere, caution.
And we have a caution, folks. I see Paul Crumry off into the grass here. Let's go check out what happened to Paul. Brought that caution out. He's racing it up with T-Bro, and T-Bro gets into the back of him. T-Bro, just a great, that he gets such a draft coming up on him and didn't have him cleared. And, boy, put Paul across the grass here. Doesn't look like Paul hit anything, but when he spins up onto pit road, I guess he is going to get into the wall. Yes, he does. Oh, man. And that just ruined that car. He's going to be at the back of the field. He's still trying to get back up to speed. And they are going to come to pit road? Huh? Nope. Fake out. Yeah, I wouldn't think anybody'd want to come to pit road with 7 to go. Track position is way too valuable out there right now. Well, let me see if I can get a word in with Scott Brinson here. Scott Brinson, you got a copy?
Yes, sir. Rudy Cummings. How we doing tonight?
Well, I'll tell you what, man. You know, you've been up and down through this field. You had a little contact there earlier, got into the wall, and was way back in the field, did have damage, had to use your reset, and you've got back up here to 4th place. Do you have anything for those guys in the front? Because I'm going to tell you what, Adam Blocker and Nathan Sylvia, they are all about business tonight. They are ready to bring it to victory lane. Are you?
I'm always ready to bring it to victory lane, Rudy. I see him up there. Me and Steinmetz were actually just talking about it, that me and Steinmetz might have been racing for the win there, but then that caution came out. I guess Browder got into Crumry. But, yeah, man, it's just been one of them races, dude. I'll tell you what, I've got the baseball game on in the background. I'm just happy the Cubs are up 6-3 right now. They still got some outs to get, but, man, this race flew by. It was a pretty good race, huh, buddy?
Yeah, not too bad. I mean, the cautions that we've had have been kind of not the driver's fault. We've been seeing some silly things happening. We've seen a lot of net coding there between, I believe that was Travis Browder and Wally Turheim, or no, who was that? Nathan Sedlick, I think it was. Yeah, Nathan Sedlick, because I talked to Nathan, and he said he wasn't mad. He said it's just so hard, and that draft is just so hard. To get away from anybody, and Travis Browder just, I mean, he was inches away from him, and all of a sudden Sedlick's car got spun. So, it was no fault of anybody.
When you get in front of someone, you just got to use the air against them. But it's easier said than done.
Yeah, sometimes. Well, this was caution number 7, Scott. So good luck out there, brother. Let's see if you can get at the victory lane tonight. And Mom is watching.
I was just about to say, I want to say hello to my mom. Mom, I love you. And can you believe this or what, man? 3 innings away, and it's going to become a reality, folks. Hell is freezing over tonight because we're talking about the Cubs of all teams, winning the World Series.
Maybe. It ain't over yet.
That's what I'm saying. I said it wasn't over yet. Yep. No outs to get. I'm just getting my piece in while I got a shot.
There you go. All right. Good luck, Scott.
Deuces, Rudy.
See, what you were in with Matt Burkhart and them, right?
Steinmetz, yeah.
Steinmetz and them, okay. All right, so Nathan Sylvia as the starting position here. Let's see, lights out on the pace car. We're going to have a 3-lap shootout here, folks, for the win. And Paul Crumright is out of the race. He'll finish 11th. So really not bad after all said and done. Not too bad. 10 cars left in the race, folks. We started with 20. Started with 20 drivers. And we're down to 10. So we've lost half of the field. Just to let you know, the CMA Awards look amazing. Luke Bryan up there singing right now, man. Doing a killer job. He always puts on a great show. Luke Bryan, folks. Here we go. Back to green. What's Adam Blocker got for Nathan Sylvia? We're about to find out. Pace car goes in. Nathan Sylvia on that gas. Scott Brinson got a great start there on the inside. He's going to go quickly into third. From there back, Steinmetz, Gidman. These guys in the battle. Browder. Browder's been hooking people left and right. It's 2 times he's neck-coated people, and boy, hope that don't happen again. He's back to 6th place, and he's got Mr. Six Wiser on his tail. 2 laps to go, folks. Adam Blocker getting around Nathan Sylvia. He will take over the lead. I don't think that's over yet. Sylvia almost into the wall. Matter of fact, I think he did make some contact, but it was slight enough that I don't think it bothered his speed too awful much. But I'll bet you it brought Scott Brinson's heart rate up in his mouth right there. White flag in the air for Adam Blocker. Sylvia taking a look. Blocker blocking. He's got to block. He's got to hold them off for this final lap, folks. Into turn 3 they go. He's got a couple of tenths of a second lead. Is he going to do it? He's going to do it. Coming to the line, it's going to be Adam Blocker for the win here tonight at Top Fuel, folks. Congratulations to him. Nathan Sylvia second and Scott Brinson third. One heck of a finish right there. And we will get these guys up into the booth with us. So I'm going to start out and go backwards here. We're going to talk to Scott Brinson first. Scott, you got a copy?
Yes, sir, Rudy. How we doing, buddy?
You picked up one more position on that restart because, man, what a restart that was. You got a good start on Eric Steinmetz and cleared him. But 3rd place it is for you tonight, brother. And, man, I'm telling you what, that was one heck of a killer race right there.
Yeah, Eric was saying there he was feeling his tires were a little slippery. I guess he had chewed them up a little more than me. And he did. He spun them on the restart there, and I was able to get going. I just kind of eased into it. I had burned some fuel there on that last caution, as you know, me, Mr. Fuel Burner.
Oh, yeah.
But lightened up the car a little bit, and, off we went. And we're standing on the podium. That's what I wanted with Chase not racing tonight due to a phone issue of all things, which is crazy. But, hey, man, it's a great points night. It's a great baseball night so far. So, hey, I'm happy.
There you go.
Right now.
Yep. Now all you got to do is get the Cubs in the World Series, and you'll be extra happy, right?
Oh, I'm getting good and drunk tonight. You know I am not a drinker, but I am getting, excuse my language, good shit-faced drunk tonight, buddy.
I don't blame you, man.
If they pull this off,
yes, sir.
I will be bathing in Budweiser.
Oh, my. Wow. All right, brother. Well, anybody you want to thank?
Yes, sir. First and foremost, I want to thank MaxSpeedTV and you for being the official coverage of Top Fuel Racing. I wouldn't rather have anybody else on the coverage. The Harry Carey Sweet Home Chicago 225 was an excellent race. We had our best race of the season on an oval last week. I think we followed it up with our second best, if not our best, this week. This was another good one. So I want to thank all the drivers as well for coming out tonight and supporting this, supporting Top Fuel Racing. I want to thank my sponsors, Discount Nutrition. I hung out with Naz at the Raiders game this past Sunday. We had a great time. Naz, I appreciate you hooking me up on the ticket. I want to thank the Sim Garage and Steve Parrish. I want to thank my cousin Casey Carmichael and Carmichael's Plumbing. And I think that's about it. I want to thank all the fans for tuning in, man. Hope you all enjoyed the race.
Very good, Scott. Well, congrats on third, man. We'll see you next week.
Thanks a lot, and go Cubs, go.
Yes, sir. All right, Nathan Sylvia, you got a copy.
Yes, sir.
Well, second place for you tonight. Man, I'll tell you what, that was nip and tuck between you and Adam Blocker. You guys were having a blast up there. I know you were. It was you, and then it was him, and then it was you, and then it was him. It was like every lap you guys were switching. Tell me about your racing out there tonight, Nathan, and just, tell me about the end there, because it just seemed like you couldn't get to Adam after that.
Well, in the beginning, I was just thinking, I didn't get that much practice, and I came home a little bit late, and I was just hoping for top 5, and green flag pit stops happened, and I was trying to do a short pit, then the caution came out, and then me and Adam kept on switching back and forth. I was trying to keep the second line to me, because I know I had keep on having to run, and then the last restart, the top wasn't a way to go. He just had too much of a run.
Well, we've seen some guys that did have some runs on that high side. So was the high side working a little bit better as the race went on, or was it getting worse as the race went on? Because I seen earlier in the race, the guys were making some moves on the high side and they were working, but later on in the race, it was kind of like iffy.
It was just on the old tires. The guy on the bottom had old tires. The top side would have worked. That's what I was hoping for, and it didn't really work too well.
Well, you still come out second place, though, and congratulations to you for that. So is there anybody you want to thank tonight, Nathan, for that second place finish?
Scott for Scott for hosting youth broadcasting the fans, and I just appreciate Adam to being a good sport and racing me clean.
Very good. That's very well said right there. I don't hear that too awful much out of drivers now and then, but that's pretty sportsmanlike to say that. So, but congratulations again, Nathan, on second place, and we'll see you next week.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Nathan.
Thank you, Scott.
All right, Adam Blocker, you got a copy.
Yes, sir.
Well, you brought it home to Victory Lane here tonight, Adam. Congratulations. Chicagoland, one of your favorite tracks?
I don't know. Not really. Like, I grew to love it over the course of this race. Let me put it this way. Like, I did my first race of the track this week in IndyCar Fixed, and I didn't really like it too much, but I don't know. Something about the setup here tonight was really nice.
Yeah, it seemed like it. Well, tell us about that, mixing it up there with Nathan Sylvia with that long green flag run.
Well, first, I think early in the race, I got stuck. I was behind Scott and then Galen on the long runs, and I thought I was faster than them, but I just couldn't get by because I couldn't figure out how to pass around here. And then eventually, on one of the restarts, I got by Galen, and then he hit the wall. And then, I just led that whole green flag run, came in, and then there was another green flag run, and I just made, on that green flag run, all the practice I did really paid off because I was pulling away from everybody. And if I was wanting to go green all the way because then I wouldn't have had any challenges from anybody and I wouldn't have had anything to worry about. But we got a caution, so Nathan was able to get right behind me on the restart, and he got by me. And then we were racing each other really hard on the last few laps because, a caution come out any time. And there was twice where we got a 0x and on the exit of turn 2, and I got crossed up big time, almost crashed. But, fortunately, we were giving each other room. We were just racing really hard. So, and then eventually I after the last restart with a couple laps to go, I got a great run on him and was able to stick it on the inside. But, yeah, Galen and Nathan were racing me really hard and really clean tonight. So I really enjoyed it. It was a nice race.
Absolutely. Well, what do you look, I don't know what track you guys go to next week, but are you ready for try to pull in another victory next week?
We go to Spa-Francorchamps next week, and I'm looking forward to it because I want to get my redemption on a road course.
Oh, that's an awesome track. Oh, that's my favorite road course right there.
Yeah, it's a really good track, especially for the faster cars like these.
Yep. Oh, yeah. Well, I can't wait. So, all right. Well, Adam, anybody you want to thank for your win?
Well, besides Nathan and Galen, I want to thank Scott for hosting the league again. We're getting good turnouts every week, and the races are getting cleaner and cleaner. So as long as we can keep it up, that'll be great. And I want to thank you guys for broadcasting it because it makes everything a lot more exciting when you can go back and watch it.
Yes, it does. And I'll tell you what, that was a very exciting race. Very exciting. You guys did a great job. So congrats again, Adam, on your win.
Thank you, sir.
Congratulations, Adam.
All right. Yeah, thanks.
All right, let's run down through the results here. Adam Blocker comes home with a win here tonight. Nathan Sylvia second. Scott Brinson third. Eric Steinmetz coming home fourth. Travis Browder fifth. Wally Turheimer sixth. Galen Gidman seventh. Mark McFadden eighth. Mr. Six Wiser Stephen Pearson finishes ninth. Austin Hawkins 10th. Paul Crumry 11th. Matt Burkhart 12th. Chris Voiles 13th. Kevin Spalding 14th. Nathan Sedlick in 15th. Richard Sudeth 16th. Kevin O'Brien, our Aussie buddy, finishes back in 17th position. Justin Michael, our pole sitter, finishes 18th. Chris Walker 19th. Captain Will Kirk back in 20th position, and that was it on the grid. All right, so congratulations again to Adam Baker, and thanks for tuning in tonight, folks. We'll see you back here tomorrow night for another broadcast on MaxSpeedTV. Till then, stay safe and have a good night. Go watch them Cubs win.
That's right, baby. Go Cubs!